Hi, I'm Mark Gundlach. I'm a solutions architect here at X-Rite, and today I'd like to show you a little bit about the project mode within ColorCert A Tools. Okay, so a common way that people use ColorCert is they simply load all their colors into one big database, and in this case I got almost 4,000 colors in here. And for a press operator, that could be a little confusing, making sure they get the right color, especially since I've got a lot of them with similar names. A smarter way to work is in what we're going to talk about today, which is project mode. Let me show you how that works. So in that case, the press operator wouldn't go into the full library of colors. They'd rather go to Project, select the name or number of their project, and now their colors are going to be limited to only those that were built into that project. So they're not likely to pick the wrong colors. So let's see how they'll use that. They actually don't have to select a color. The software will pick it for them. I just need to measure the color on my form. It's going to look for the closest color within that project, and it'll show me that color. And I can move around. I can see that one is looking pretty good. I got a pass on that. I'll move on to the next color. And see how quick and easy that is for the operator? Just it jumps right to the next color, no problems there. And then we're going to go on to the next color. Okay, that's looking good. And the next one I've got, it picked the correct color, but you can see that it's failing there, okay? So I can very quickly move through measuring colors and get quick response on this. I get my graphics, I get my pass-fail, and my delta numbers and such. Now, I also, of course, just like regular ColorCert QA tools, I can use my best match feature here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to measure the substrate that's required for best match. And I can see, the operator can see what kind of adjustments they're going to have to make. In this case, our density is too low. I need to raise my density to get a better match. I'd go to my press, make some adjustments, and then I can just go right back and continue measuring. Now I've got that on color. I'm passing. I can just continue through production, switching around, measuring these colors, and I can measure them in any order. There's no requirement of a specific order. So it's very flexible for the operator. They're not tied to a specific order of measurement. The colors available are only the colors that were provided in this project. A lot less chance for error. And so the operator can continue running like that. All right, so now that the press operator is done with his job of taking measurements into these projects, perhaps a manager would like to go back in and look at how a press run or multiple press runs ran over history to be able to see how we're producing work for a customer. Alrighty, so very similar to what the press operator did, we're going to go right into loading a project. We'll find the name or number in our list, double click on that to open it up. And here, I'm not actually taking measurements, I'm just going to go and see what was done. So I'll go to select a standard, and I'll take a look at this orange first. And I can see all the measurements that were taken in this project of that orange color. Now, I'm really concerned about what has run in the last few months, so I can actually put a limiter on my trial dates here. And I'm going to go back a couple months here and apply that. And now I can see the short list of the measurements here, okay? And I can also click this little button here, and I can plot to see how those colors are distributed relative to my tolerancing ellipse. So I can see that was, most of the time I was doing pretty well, but I also have some that are failing. And while I've got that set up, I can very quickly go in and load other colors that I ran in that same time period for that same project. Okay, so we looked at what the press operator would do. We looked at what someone would do to review production. Let's take a quick look at how you build a project. It's actually quite easy, and I want you to see how we do that. Okay, We're going to go into the Editor's menu, select Edit Projects. We're going to click on the New button. We're going to give the project a name. Often it would be the actual product that you're printing, or perhaps the number that's a design number assigned to it. Whatever it is that you identify this job as it runs over and over again. Okay? You do have some options to assign it to a customer for sorting later, and you can put some other tolerances around it. Maybe a customer has specific tolerance requirements. You can put those in here. But really all you need to do is go directly to the Standards tab, and in this list is all of the standards that are loaded into your ColorCert database. You just need to locate the standards that you wish to use for this job, and you can just double click on them and they'll populate for you. Okay, and once you have all the standards populated here, just click on Create, and now it'll show up in your list and you are good to go. Okay, so today we saw how we can set up projects in ColorCert. For the press operator, this means that it's impossible for them to pick the wrong colors, because only the colors available in that project are available to use to measure. The manager can go back in and see production measurements for specifically that project. Building projects is also quite easy, very rapid to crank those out. So with those, you get ease of use and better traceability.